Seattle Sounders Leagues Cup champions. Who would have thought we're here? We would be at this point 3-0 against Inter Miami. What do you think, Will?
Well, I think that first of all, the brawl at the end of that game was insane, and I think it kind of perfectly encapsulates how bad Inter Miami were this match. Just a complete shit show for Inter Miami, but a great win for Seattle Sounders and their Leagues Cup champions, best team in the entire tournament. Even when they started off winning 7-0 against Cruz Azul, which feels like a long time ago, but they're the champions and they get a guaranteed spot in CONCACAF Champions Cup, which they had already. But they sealed the deal. They weren't content with just that, and they win Leagues Cup. Incredible win. Incredible win. Everybody should be proud. And you know what makes it even more special, Cheyenne, is that they were able to do it in front of a very, very large crowd at Lumen Field. That's what makes it more special than anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, we were live on Will's channel talking about this. Yeah, people are saying Suarez was biting again. They say Suarez was back to his old antics.
Yeah. I haven't seen a bite. But I did hear that he put Obed in a headlock. I didn't see that part, but apparently he put Obed in a headlock.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we don't need to touch upon that. But like for the Sounders this game, I mean, when we were in the live, I was nervous after 1-0 because there was a big stretch in that game where Miami were just holding possession. Seattle felt like they were holding. The 3-0 result just, I don't think fully tells you the story of today's game.
No. It was a roller coaster. The first half was definitely, I feel like the first half was dominated by Seattle. The second half was a little bit better than Inter Miami. They had a couple chances, golden opportunities, but in the second half, the wheels just absolutely fell off for Inter Miami towards the end of that game. I mean, it just fell off like really, really bad. If you think about that handball missed call that Inter Miami, they didn't get awarded in the box.
That was the beginning to the end.
And then like literally 60 seconds later, Paul Rothrock gets fouled. No, sorry, Georgie gets fouled. Georgie got fouled by Yannick Bright. I mean, the wheels just fell off so fast. Like, keep your head on a swivel. It was bad.
I mean, as the chat's like exploding right now, apparently Obed got spat. Oh no, one of our staff members got spat on by Suarez. Suarez just doing some redonkulous things. By the way, everyone, if you haven't already, smash the like button on the stream for the Sounders win. But again, I'm not going to complain. Like, I don't think the tactics were like 100% spot on. It was definitely like park the bus, Jose Mourinho style from the Sounders, but that is what wins you championships. And that's what Seattle did, was they played to their strengths. They played to what would be best for them. And that's why they won the game. Miami just doing too much. Like, if I was looking at this as a Miami perspective, just doing way too much in the game, doing way too much. Like, the star players didn't show up, which was, as you said, the X factor if Miami wanted to win this. And they just didn't show up. Messi, big miss. Another big miss by, I forgot what his name was.
Tadio Allende.
Allende. Yeah, two bad misses. Even Suarez's miss, I felt, with his left foot shot that just ballooned over. Just like the turf monsters got to them, and Seattle took full advantage.
I want to say this too. It's interesting for me because I'm not a fan, right? I'm looking at it from a neutral lens, and Seattle deserve all the credit for winning this game. And I'm giving them their flowers. They deserve it. They won 3-0. They beat Messi and Inter Miami. But it's also fair to point out that Inter Miami played really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. Like, they were terrible in this match. They were not good. Like, they showed a lot of deficiencies as a team. They showed that they can't rely just on Messi to win. And I think that they're going to struggle. And if you ask me right now, between both clubs, who has a better chance of winning MLS Cup in 2025? I think the Seattle Sounders have a better chance of winning MLS Cup than Inter Miami do.
I mean, we already saw last year with how Atlanta came and knocked them out in that 3-game series. Everyone thought after they won the first game, they thought, oh, Atlanta's going to get rolled over. And they were able to advance against them. Inter Miami is not an impossible team to beat. I will say definitely the 3-0 result does flatter the Sounders a little bit.
Yeah.
They definitely should have been up by more. I think a 2-0 result would have been fair, but yeah, the wheels just fell off for Miami. Nonetheless, though, I think Seattle, for the most part, were the deserved winners, not taking that away from them, but the misses by Inter Miami were bad. Like, Seattle got the football gods blessed. Like, we got all the blessings we could get in that game. Suarez was bad. Messi was bad. Messi skying we cannot deny, an easy chance. Because if that was any other player, his head would be on the sword.
Yeah, I just, I had some concerns a little bit about Inter Miami heading into this game because Seattle is just so good defensively. They're just so good defensively, and if they can hold them off, then they are good. And remember what I said too. I think a lot of people says if Miami, like, if they don't score in the first half or if they don't show any life of being able to score, they're screwed. Right
Yep.
now, obviously, if you say, "Hey, if you don't score a goal, you're going to lose," of course you would say that. But like Seattle could have very easily not scored either, and this thing could have went to penalties. Right? Could have went to a penalty shootout. I just think that Miami, man, they look terrible. And Seattle, the biggest takeaway I have from Seattle is congratulations on the win. All you guys should be supporting and celebrating and just be over the moon about how good this was. And just wonder, hopefully, if you guys can make a run in the MLS Cup playoffs, hopefully not signing a striker doesn't come back to bite you in the ass. Hopefully they're able to still play as good as they are in the midfield and the back line. I mean, man, what an incredible performance by the midfield and the back line. Incredible performance. Very commanding. And keep in mind, this team didn't have Kent. They didn't have Musovski. They didn't have Nuhu. They didn't have Rusnak. They didn't have Morris. This team had 5 players who very well could have started this game if they were healthy.
2 of them being DPs.
Two of them being DPs, and they just beat Messi and Inter Miami.
Does that now a question I have for you is, first and foremost, before I get into that point, is Sounders. It looks like today's team is a new version of the Sounders, I feel like, because you see a guy like Osase, you're finally seeing the best out of Pedro. You see Rothrock, Georgie, Ferreira. These are different mixes from when they won 2022. And I feel like this could be the beginning of something new for the Sounders. I said this in our preview. If Seattle wins this, I really hope we build on this. This is the first time we've seen the stadium 60,000 plus at the stadium. It's been so long. People in your live when I was there were like, this felt like the Sounders of old. And I really hope we don't just win this and then just be like, I want us to start building on this, not rest on our laurels. I want to see us build on this. Now, can we get a striker? Can we now become back to a dominant force in this league? And can we, because like today, this is the question I'm going to ask you is, we won this without Rusnak, Morris, Nuhu. These are guys that me, you, Brody, J. Ross, somewhat J. Ross have said like, hey, I think we're okay if we can move on from, because these are the big dollar players on the team. And we did it without them in this final and even throughout this run. Rusnak and Morris were most part Rusnak. Morris was out for the entirety of this tournament. You can even include here Andrew Thomas. Like, this is a new Sounders. And imagine if you get rid of these old pieces, you bring in new pieces like the striker that the team desperately needs. So more attacking creativity. I think the world is theirs to be conquered. I think they are just 1 or 2 big pieces away from doing that. But you have to be willing to let go of some of these other guys.
Yeah, I have to run. Just because I got to do this another watch along tonight, LAFC Sun Heung-min home debut. But I will say this, right? This season is what the season is. And after that Club World Cup performance, Seattle Sounders have played incredible ball, and it's been team ball. Like literally the whole team collectively has played great, cohesive football. And I think that if they can continue to play like this, they could beat anybody. And they probably would beat anybody. They're the hottest team in MLS right now. They just won Leagues Cup with a lot of people missing. All of the Seattle Sounder fans should be very excited about what they saw tonight. And you guys should be confident, regardless of who's missing, that you can compete and possibly win MLS Cup in 2025. Who the hell thought we would say that after they didn't sign another player for 4 years in a row? But that's the facts. Playing great ball. Have to give a lot of credit to Brian Smetzer, even though he gets a lot of flack. And here's the thing. We're honest about it. We'll call him out, but we'll also give him credit. We'll give him flowers when he deserves it. But the team is playing great ball. They're playing the best ball that I've seen them play in years. They did it in front of a ruckus, excited crowd, and they just won Leagues Cup. So I give all the credit to the team, the coaching staff, and I feel very happy for all you Seattle Sounders fans. You all should be very excited. This is probably the best moment you guys have had since 2022. So make sure you enjoy it. Don't take it for granted and celebrate. That's what I would do. And I appreciate you guys for watching the live stream watch along. I hope you guys have a great night. I'm sorry I couldn't be here longer, but maybe me and Cheyenne will do something this week to make up for it. We'll kind of reflect on the Leagues Cup because it's always good to talk about a trophy twice, right? You can't ever just talk about it once. You got to talk about it twice. So I hope you guys have a great night. Make sure you give him a like down below. Get him 100 likes on this. If you guys are excited that Seattle won this Leagues Cup, show your excitement with a like down below. Subscribe to the man's channel. He's so close to 2,000. He didn't hit 2K for the Leagues Cup final, but help him get closer. He's 130 subscribers away. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Cheyenne, it's been a pleasure. I'm sorry I couldn't stay longer, my friend.
It's okay. Yeah, have fun with the sunny live, guys. Big shout out to Will. And then, yeah, as he said, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and then we'll talk soon, Will.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a great night.
Yep. Chat. It's awesome how good we are without Morris on the field. I think in general, I think this just shows it is time to let the new wave going. Think about the guys that all made a difference. One sec. Let me send a text to the guys. I'm trying to get Brody and J Ross to come on. Whatever. Okay, cool. I don't know. I'm just over. It just shows like I like the team that we lined up today. Ferreira at the 10, Osase at the start. Do I think Osase could still clean up his game? Yes. But obviously he's 24. He's not like a young buck, but like he can still get better. This is all I'm hoping for. Now let's build on this. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is all we've wanted for this team for ages. A sold out crowd at Lumen Field. It has been so long. It just shows we have the pieces. Now can we build, like glue in and get together those last couple ones? I think Brian as well, as much as I know there was an old video on the channel, I still stand by it at the time. Obviously opinions can change. When I said I think that his time is up, big shout out to Brian, because I'm cool if people prove me wrong. He did a great job in this Leagues Cup. Showed again why he is the coach. Sometimes he can be frustrating. Sometimes he can have biases. But you know what? He did what he had to do. We have J Ross here live. Here, what's up? I'll add you in. Look at this.
I can't hear a thing you're saying, Sean, but let's go, boys. Miami, you're a bunch of babies. See you, boys.
All right, that's J Ross live from the scene right there. J Ross live at Lumen Field right there. Hopefully we'll get Brody in as well. And we can get more people to talk about this from the team. But yeah, guys, what was your guys' thoughts? What were your guys' takeaways? I think one thing Seattle did a great, what a day for J Ross seeing Rothrock score in a final. It's funny because Brody said if he contributes in the MLS Cup final, he would get his jersey. But we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, guys, what is your takeaways on this? Definitely, I think Inter Miami definitely laid an egg, but Seattle just capitalized on missed chances. Alex Roldan, man, the guy that goal and an assist. Were you guys surprised that Alex took the penalty? Because I really, really was. I was very surprised he was the one to step up because I thought it was going to be Christian, even though I thought it was gonna, even though I don't think he's the greatest PK taker, but I was very surprised it was Alex. I mean, it worked out. It didn't matter. I wasn't not confident in him at this point. And it was kind of funny. Goal and an assist, man of the match. In your guys' opinion, I know he got man of the match, Alex Roldan, but who was your guys' man of the match in the game? For me personally, I thought Yeimar it was very underrated in that game. He was, every time Messi was lining up for a shot, Yeimar was the first two. And it could be that, hey, that's South American blood in him being like, hey, I've been waiting my whole life for this. I'm not messing up on it. So, yeah, I think for me, Yeimar was man of the match. I know Alex is, in theory, man of the match, but in my opinion, I definitely think Yamar was my man of the match personally. But you guys got to let me know who you all think is the man of the match. Let me see what we're at the like count so far, guys. Where are we at? Where are we at? We are at 25 likes, guys. Let's get to 50 likes. Hey, shout out happy birthday to VitVeed streamer. Shout out to you. Happy birthday. What a way to have your birthday. I mean, I think Alex foot mob rating wise is the one who gets man of the match, but for me personally, like eye test wise, I think it's Yamar. For me personally. Again, I could be wrong, but for me personally, it was definitely Yamar. I thought he was a stonewall killer in that game. I'm not sure who live you were on, but he was an absolute Sounders hater and couldn't accept it. We're talking about Will. I don't think Will's a Sounders hater. He just wants the league to do well, but who cares? We won. Who cares, man? Who cares? But yeah, everyone, if you haven't already, drop a like. I was gonna read this actually, William. Schmetzer should be considered the Sir Alex Ferguson of MLS. The guy has won everything. I 100% agree with that. Oben and Christian worked magic against Messi and Suarez, and that is why they are, in my opinion, our best two players, including Yamar. Andrew, I think I'm gonna keep saying this. I think this final showed the new way for the Sounders. Andrew Thomas as the goalkeeper. You're seeing Kalani come in, Reed Baker Whiting come in, Obed, Christian, Rothrock, Georgie, Ozaze, the new kids on the block really contributing, everyone playing a strong role in this game. Like, I think we're seeing the beginning of the transition in this game. Where's Messi? Where's Messi? We need someone to post that actually. We need someone to post that. Where's Messi? Where is he? Oh man. What's up with Suarez spitting on? I don't know, man. He was just throwing a tantrum. I can't believe that Puebla did better against the yeah, Puebla was our hardest opponents randomly. The B squad eclipsed the A team. Yes, I think that's a great way to put it. Do you guys know who swapped shirts with Messi in the end? I'm betting you how it works is though Messi like has a bunch of multiple shirts that he switches with people with, but yeah. I think my guess is Pedro. Dude, it just when Georgie came on, he made an instant impact. But again, what's new? Like water is wet. Puebla played 7 in the back though. Hey, maybe that's what you have to do when you have Osase and Musovski at striker though, right, JJ? Guys, if you haven't, we need to get to 100 likes on the stream, guys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Winter 20 saying I'm one of the Miami fans, but I want to congratulate by the deserved victory. To be honest, Miami's defense was awful. Anyway, congrats. Seattle Sounders are the best team in the tournament. We appreciate it. Winter 20. Yeah, I mean, Seattle they were the most dominant. I think we were talking about after the 7-0 game against Cruz Azul, are they the favorites to win this tournament? And I think, yeah, they had to have been at that point. I think that's 7. Wow, a 50. This is our biggest donation ever. $50 donation. Sounders invented winning trophies. That is crazy. That is crazy. Big shout out to Barry and shout out to all of you. 50. This is the biggest donation we've ever gone. Our Argentinian number 10. Dude, bro, you remember I was talking about how De La Vega is the true best Argentinian number 10 winger in the league? Don't forget, I don't have any Messi jerseys, Inter Miami Messi jerseys trade. I don't have of any other MLS teams, except for ones of friends of mine that play for other teams, but I've never actively gone out and bought one myself. It's only shirts that were given to me from friends. But I don't have a Messi Argentina jersey. I mean, sorry, a Messi Inter Miami jersey. I do actually have a Messi Argentina one, but I could care less about it. To be fair, they had some bad blown chances too at the beginning. Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit, Chad. As I said, I think the soccer gods were on Seattle's side in this game. Like the misses that Messi and I forgot what his name was. Let me find his name. Alande Jeez, it was bad. Yeah. Tadeo Alonde, that miss was awful. But again, like, you create your own luck. Like, I was talking to the Miami fans in the chat. Oh, you're talking to them, Christian? Shout out to you. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna be live for like another 30 minutes, guys. Like, I'm gonna try to stay as long as I can. I just also want to get a early night sleep because I'm gonna wake up for the Iran versus India game at 5:30 in the morning. But I want to celebrate this with you all because it was just such a huge, huge result for us. I mean, I can't. I'm so shell shocked. Leagues Cup winners. Again, my big takeaway here is, guys, I just hope we can keep building on this, and see if we can become a force to reckon with now in MLS. Honestly, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys saw the footage of Cody Baker getting in a headlock. It is crazy. God, dude, the fight at the end was absurd. I'm seeing it on Twitter right now, guys. Oh yeah, Suarez did bite. He did, I'm not bite. He did spit on one of the assistant coaches of Seattle. Oh Jesus, yeah, Jackson Reagan as well was going at it too a little bit. Yeah, I'm just seeing all the stuff here. I'll pull it up for you guys too here. Look at this right here. So you see Jackson Reagan just whew. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, that's South Americans right there. Can someone break down what happened after the game with the fight? My guess is Suarez. Here, let me pull up the Suarez spitting at the assistant coach. Give me 1 second. I literally just saw the video. Here you go. Hercules Gomez just tweeted it. Here you go. So everyone. Yeah, you see it right here. Suarez spitting at the. I think that's how it all kicked off. But I mean, luckily he didn't really react. I don't know though. Again, I don't know. I don't know exactly what started. We'll probably get more info. Barry with another $10 donation. Just nothing else than that. Don't forget to eat your pudding, Grandpa. Oh, that's funny. I know it's just super weird and childish by Suarez. I was shouting rock their shit. Yeah, I would too if I was you. I'm just trying to catch up on everything. There's just so much going on. Oh, here's another angle of the brawl. Someone got another video footage of it here. I'll pull it up on screen for you all. Here you go. Here's another footage of the brawl. What is just happening? And then yeah, there's Reagan just absolutely just throwing down. I know Cody weirdly was in a headlock. I don't know what was going on there. There he is right there. It's kind of funny because he didn't play in the game at all. And then there you go. There's Reagan. Oh, and then there's another player. I think that was John Bell. So much just going on. Who cares, man? Who cares? Oh, Inter Miami. Such weird, childish behavior. Yeah, I mean, there could be a chance, Christian, that we might see some suspensions. Who cares at this point? That was the end of the scuffle. Time for the old heads to retire. John Bell suplexed. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, we won. Leagues Cup's ours. What other games do Sounders have left in the season? I know we play Miami again in Miami. Dude, they're going to be out for vengeance in that game. The Sounders' remaining matches this season. Leagues Cup champions. The Sounders have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games remaining. Here you go. 7 games remaining. They play Galaxy, Miami. Honestly, I mean, especially after today's performance against Miami, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 1 point, 3 points, 1 point, 3 points. It's still like I could see us going undefeated in this final stretch of games going into playoffs. Dude, don't forget though, Ben, they have the MLS is back tournament. They have that trophy. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm really hoping Seattle can build off of this and just kinda get into a new gear now, use this momentum to really, like, build on it. That's what I'm hoping anyway. That is what I am hoping. But everyone's eating tonight, man. Everyone's eating. What a sup superb time to be a Sounders fan. Messi comes to town, Messi loses, and that's it, easy peasy. More like MLS was whack instead of MLS is back. Yeah. But what's your guys' final thoughts on the game? We won. We destroyed Inter Miami. No massive, I guess, surprises here. Seattle doing what they do best. And yeah, I mean, it's as easy as that, man. As easy as that. If you guys haven't already, drop a like on the stream. I don't know how many likes are we at. We should easily be hitting over 50 likes on the stream. Let it go crazy. We're only at 37. Guys, we are literally 13 likes away from 50. Barry with another donation. Hey, kids, get ready to host and win MLS Cup and get your tickets. Oh, man. We spread Messi's cheeks, bro. It's more than a spread. And where's Messi? It's good to break our trophy drought. It was. I think that was the big thing. Breaking our trophy drought. And also big shout out to Barry for another freaking donation, man. I was actually doing a little bit of reflecting. This is actually Messi. Where's Messi? Where is he? I should put a tweet out about that. I'll do all social media. It's been a grind, guys. Today, oh man, the last couple of days, like keeping up with posts and making posts and being like on top of making videos on top of, because I also do other content for Iranian football, talking about, if you guys know Mehdi Taremi, he just joined Olympiacos. So I had to do a video talking about that. I did 2 videos. And then as well, I'm covering the CAF Nations Cup. It's been a lot. So I was doing some reflecting, thinking about, damn, it's been like, we've been doing this for like 3 years now. And it's so crazy to me how much this page has grown and what it's become. And it can be very tough juggling all this stuff. Like, ethnic parents, you have a lot of expectations. You're doing what not necessarily what they want you to be doing. You're not a doctor, lawyer, engineer type situation, but here we are. We were able to create something crazy. And today was like an encapsulation of it, winning Leagues Cup. It's funny that the 2 trophies we've won since I've started the page is Champions League and Leagues Cup. But yeah. Total just reflection. It's just crazy how much this page has grown and how important, I guess you could say, it's become in the Sounders media sphere, even though I have nothing media related about me. I'm just a dude in a room talking to you all. How much of an impact. Great to see the whole team step up, but massive shout out to the midfield and De Rosario, 100 freaking %, man. De Rosario was absolutely like, he did what he had to do. It just like, oh, look at Georgie lifting the trophy. I got to change the thumbnail too. As well. Got to change the thumbnail to someone lifting the trophy. Ozaze De Rosario, man. What a guy. Who would have thought he'd be the one? I mean, technically, Ozaze's goal was the winning goal for the Sounders. Like, crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Who stepped up, who didn't step up. But yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay, guys, we're literally 7 likes away from 50 likes. Did he? Dude, that whole fight thing, we're gonna have to be piecing together all those clips on what the heck is going on after that, because my goodness. Holy smokes, that's kind of crazy. After that whole fight broke out, that was ridiculous, ridiculous. I have so many more posts I got to work on too, like with this whole propaganda. So that's how it started. We thought it started because one of the Sounders' assistant coaches got spat on. But I will say I am very surprised Messi didn't score. Messi didn't have a shot on target. Like, I don't even think Inter Miami even tested Andrew Thomas. Like, Musovski, who? A question I have for you all now is like, actually, I remember like one of the points I made was we can't win a cup with Morris at striker, and we just won a trophy without him. Like Osase and Musovski, I think have been both great since his departure. Like, I just feel like it's, for me, it feels like it's time to move on. Like, because he's taking up a DP spot, and I just rather invest it in a. Oh, man, dude, you know what Osase and Musovski remind me of? The team in 2014 where we had Oba, Clint as the two strikers, and then we had Chad Barrett as the main super sub, and then Kenny Cooper. That's what they remind me of. Is Musovski's that Chad Barrett, and Osase reminds me of that Kenny Cooper. They're always reliable, but we're just missing that Oba Clint type striker right now for the bit, like for the, the more consistent, get the team like in a Minnesota game, in the one game we've lost since Club World Cup. That's the type of players we need in those type of games. Did he? Halftime with Suarez going after the coach then. Which coach are we talking about? Does anybody know who Messi swapped shirts with? That's all I'm wondering. Who did Messi swap shirts with? I'm assuming it's Pedro. Outside of this, when I Show Speed comes to Seattle, we need to give him a Sounders kit. It's funny because I've been thinking about being the person to do that. I just don't know if I want to go out my way to try to link up with Speed. I just don't know. Speed's in it. I like Speed, and I think he's actually, for content creating personality, I think he's actually really good because he doesn't like promote like alcohol, drugs, like OF, things like that. I think he's a great content creator in regards to he's a little bit, but he's younger. I mean, he's not that younger than me, but he is younger. He is a little bit silly, goofy, and reckless, but he doesn't advertise bad things or bad habits or like no betting, no alcohol. Like, those are the things that I'm like, I'm glad he doesn't do that. I think he is a smart kid, and I think he's a good person. He has a good heart, and I like that a lot about him. I know a lot of people don't talk about these things, but that's something for sure. Response to my Morris kind of tangent. Yeah, for sure. We also have a good amount of injuries and suspensions. I think Messi was getting mad at Pedro for messing around with a Miami. Yeah, he was. I saw that chat during the game. But then as soon as Messi, no, he was going back and forth with DePaul. And then as soon as Messi came in, Pedro's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," like this and that. And like it de-escalated very quickly, which I thought was very funny. We can just say that the Sounders beat Messi and he would wear it. Hey, that's true, huh? That's true, huh? I don't know who Suarez was going after at halftime, but I saw it with my own two eyes. I'm 48 and I like Speed too. Like, again, like he's too much for me. Like, I'm more of a mellow. Like, oh, if you guys saw the content creators that I watch, like, you guys know Santa Cruz Medicinals. He's the guy who always tells people not to go to Crumble Cookie. Like, he's the guy I watch a lot. I'm just trying to get really into the fitness journey. That's what I'm trying to work on right now. I'm trying to adult. Seattle dominance might bored fans. I will say it was a little boring and it was a little nail biting because I think we definitely dodged a lot of bullets. But Brian did what Brian thought was best, and I guess it worked out. Sometimes you got to ride your own luck. You got to create your own luck, and that's what Seattle did. Success is built, not bought. I kind of like that quote. De La Vega is the top Argentinian number 10. 100%. 100%. Man, we've been feeding. Dude, we dodged some bullets for... Yeah, of course. Of course we did. And definitely was... I mean, if you guys saw me in Will's stream during the watch along and stuff, I was like biting... Internally, I was like biting my nails like, oh, shoot. is it gonna go tits up? Like I was getting kind of worried, and we did what we had to do. So yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes you have to ride your own luck. It's part of the game. It is what it is. I'm not too like it's whatever. Like it happens. Like so. I mean, definitely interesting to see Alex Roldan get man of the match. In my opinion, it might be like the best time to consider maybe selling Alex. Again, in my opinion, I know no one's gonna agree with that, but oh, dude, Alex got 2 assists. I didn't even know he assisted Rothrock's goal as well. What the heck? I didn't even notice that. That is crazy. Good for him. Yeah, he got even with that though, clean sheet, 2 assists and a goal. I'm surprised he didn't get like a 9.5. He only got a 9.0. That actually really surprises me a lot. I thought he would get a way higher rating on FootMob. Suarez spitting at an old man is peak MLS moment. Okay, let's talk about Georgie now. Are you guys getting tired of him not getting more consistent minutes? Because he came on to a high pressure game. Seattle needed a guy to change the game. No one's going to talk about Georgie's off the bench change of the game. Because realistically, when Georgie won that penalty, he flipped the script on the match 100%. He changed the whole game for Seattle there. I just wish he could just start games, get significant minutes so we can just see how he is as a player. That's my big thing. Yes, Georgie been needing more respect for a while now. I feel like if we don't do that, he's going to slip away from the cracks and he's just going to leave. And I would hate for that to be the case because I love Georgie as a person and as a player. That's what he's been doing best right now, coming off the bench disrupt, but he 100% needs to start. But like, that's not fair to be like, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but it's not fair to be like, well, he's good as a super sub. Well, you haven't given him fair amount of like consistent starting minutes to not see what he could do if he got an actual stretch of games. That's the big thing with me with Georgie is I want to see him get long stretches in games. So again, that's just my opinion though. That is just my take. I think, to give my overall thoughts on this, this is definitely a day that we should not forget as a Sounders fan. Like winning the League Cup, we've completed it. We have won all the trophies you can win in North America. The Sounders is the only team to ever do that. Yeah, we're Seattle. Seattle were not necessarily the favorites. They didn't have the X factors like Inter Miami did. They didn't have the Messis, the DePauls, the Busquets, the Albas, but they showed what they can do as a team. They showed with this new wave of youngsters from Georgie to Rothrock to Osase to Obed Vargas to Reed Baker Whiting, what they can achieve. And yeah, we did dodge a couple of bullets. The soccer gods were definitely on our side, but it was so refreshing to see a sold out Lumen Field after years. The last time we've seen the stadium this packed was back in 2022 for the CCL final. And it was so refreshing to see. It felt like the fan base was back together again, supporting the team. Loved hearing every time when they would boo Messi on the ball. They were not buying into the Messi propaganda. And we saw Seattle come out there and drop a huge performance for the fans, for the club, where it's kind of just been up and down a little bit. It's been confusing as a Sounders fan on where we're at right now. And I really hope the club now can build on this, not rest on their laurels, but use this as a building block for more success, to bring in more players, to use this as an opportunity to achieve more and use the lights that we got from everyone watching being like, hey, the Sounders are still the real deal. They are a team that can win trophies, and let's bring in more and more players to build on this success and continue being a dominant force. Let's go out there and win another Champions League. Let's be that team. Let's go on to become the best team in MLS history, surpass the likes of an LA Galaxy, and win 6 MLS Cups. Yes, we've conquered it all, but now let's do more. Let's achieve more. Let's cement our dominance. And I think this was the best way to get our butts in gear and be like, hey, we can keep doing this. We're still that team, but I hope we can keep building upon this. That's the big thing for me is let's not rest on our laurels. Let's do this and let's keep building on it and achieve more. These youngsters are great. Let's add to it. Let's build a team that can dominate like we did in the 2010s. That's what I want to see. Because if we let our standards drop, that's where we get into the predicaments of not being one of the teams that are favorites to win trophies. You never want to let your standards drop. You want to keep them high because this is a club that should have high standards. And for fans, you should have those high standards. Barry with another $10 donation. Think about the player value and the wages that were on the pitch versus Seattle versus Miami. The total wages on the 3 goals scored. Exactly. I mean, granted, Alex Roldan is the highest valued right back in the league. I will say this, but 100% Osase, Rothrock, Georgie winning the pen. These are all the younger guys. It just shows that you don't need big superstars to win the games, but you need guys that fit the system. 2 league minimums and Alex. Exactly. So we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Have we hit 50 likes yet, guys? We need over 50 likes on the stream. If you guys haven't already, smash the like button on the stream while you're so. We're literally 3 likes away. 3 likes to hit 50. Let's get over it. 4 of you, like it up. If you don't, then you were not happy Sounders were able to beat Miami. You were not happy. You were upset. You were a hater. I don't want no haters in the chat. It's been fun, man. It's been fun talking about the Leagues Cup. Definitely I need a break after all that, 100%. Do we want to see, guys, do we want to see a watch along for the Miami game on Tuesday? Do we want to see that? Just out of curiosity. Let me know if you guys want to see a Inter Miami watch along when we play them on Tuesday in Miami. It'll be a definite hate watch, but you guys let me know. Oh, man. I want to see I'm trying to check what time it's at. Sounders fixtures. I just had it up, but I deleted the tab. Silly me. It's at 4:30 p.m. Oh, man. On September 16th? When is that? At 4:30? I guess that's 7:30 for them. September 6th. It's a Tuesday. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Never mind. Forget what I said. One of the best defensive games I've watched from Seattle. Been a fan of them since they entered MLS. Messi couldn't attack. 100%. Andrew Blues. Whoa, who's on your profile pic? Is that Yamin Yamal? I was kind of confused there. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Very organized defense. I will say this. I was very worried about Reed Baker Whiting in this game, but he stepped up. He did what he had to do. I will say this, though, like, credit to us to play devil's advocate a little bit. I do think Inter Miami did lay an egg. We caught him on a bad day. But again, I always say this, you create your own luck. Yes, Miami missed, but we still took our chances, and we did what we had to do. That's all I will say, for sure. Miami definitely laid an egg. We got lucky. Of course, but I have no friends. What do you mean you have no friends? What are we talking about there, Barry? Guys, if you haven't already, let's get the chat to over 50 likes. Oh, we are. We have 51. Okay, we got to hit 60 then at this point, huh? You guys haven't liked the stream, make sure to like it. I'm going to give rapid fire, guys. I'll give 5 minutes to you all. The floor is yours. Let's rapid fire some questions. It could be about this final. It could be about whatever. Let's rapid fire. And then I'm going to head out, let you all enjoy the celebrations, and we just call it a night. Relax. Enjoy the adrenaline. Most of us are off tomorrow because it's Labor Day. I'm off, but I have to be up at 5:30 in the morning to watch the India versus Sounders, India versus Iran game. I'm gonna wake up for that at 5:30. So, yeah. Rapid fire me off some questions. Cam saying Reed Baker Whiting was great. Obed's first half performance was great, but could have been a disaster with a less lenient official. Oh, 100%. I know a lot of people love complaining about the refs, but today definitely the ref was on our side. I always say this, it always evens out. It always evens out. It's not like the refs hate us. I never think I think that's a poor way of looking at things. Suarez is a known menace. Dude, he's a menace to society. I think people underestimate Seattle. I'm Mexican. I support Tigres as my Mexican team, but trust me, I always tell my Mexican friends that Seattle is the only club no one wants to face. I appreciate that. Shout out to Andrews Blues. I don't have a favorite team in Liga MX, but maybe it would have been Cruz Azul. One of my favorite players was near to join that team. And yeah, it's so funny. J. Ross said, should I send the StreamYard link to Georgie to join? That would be crazy if we got Georgie in this. He's just like, oh my god, he was just live on Insta. Shoot, you guys want me to send the live to Georgie? Let's see. Oh, that'd be crazy. The team is partying on live streams. You know what, guys? Do you guys want me to send the stream link to Georgie? Oh my god. I'm sending him the link. I sent him the link. Okay, I just sent it. I just sent him the link. All right. We'll see if Georgie joins the stream. I got to keep my eyes out in case he joins. All right, guys. That's going to be a Shion Masterclass if I get Georgie in this thing. I don't think it'll happen, though. Did someone in Inter Miami throw a punch at the end of the game? There was a lot that happened beyond the path. I couldn't tell you. Guys, if we can't get this stream to 60 likes with getting Georgie on this, I would be very, very disappointed. So, guys, make sure to smash the like if you haven't already. We're working on it. We're working on it. It might happen. It might not. Who knows? Reed looked steady today. A few mistakes that weren't capitalized on. Yeah, I think Reed looked fine. Again, I think Miami kind of laid an egg again, but again, it doesn't really matter. If Moose played this game, would have ended 5-0. Oh, he did. But I saw Vargas and Messi chopping it up after the game. So I thought everything was fine. Was he maybe like condoling him, being like, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay, Vargas. By Busquets. What was it, like a snail punch? Like, God, Busquets was bad today too. He's such a Suarez, dinosaurs. The funny part is dinosaurs, they should only just be signing autographs and waving to fans, but yet they didn't sign anything. I seen all the TikToks of them not saying a thing to not signing a single thing for fans when they were here. And they're definitely not going to be signing squat diddle after the game. Well, maybe they will now that the game's over, but I don't see it. After the fight, they were literally fighting our bench players that didn't play. We all love Georgie. Again, we'll see if he joins. We'll see if he joins. It was a decent pop in the jaw right after Suarez had him in that headlock. Oh, I thought Suarez had Cody Baker in a headlock. Who had Cody Baker in like the whole headlock? I thought it was Cody Baker who got in that little like scuffle that basically got the brunt of everything. Guys, we're only at 52 likes. I even put my neck out there to invite Georgie to the stream. Oh, I see. Dude, Suarez just has issues. He doesn't have anger issues. He just has issues. That's all it is. He has issues. For you guys, what was like the star of the show for you all? What was the moment that you guys were just like the kumbaya moment? Okay, does okay, here you go. This is a good question. Now does Andrew Thomas become the main number 1? Even like for the remainder of the season? I think he has to be. I think he 100% has to be the number 1, Andrew Thomas. I think Andrew Thomas, I think, okay, Osase and Musovski, even when Morris comes back from injury, if he does, he should not be starting for this team. He has to fight for his spot back with Musovski and Osase. They are the main 2 strikers, in my opinion. I know Morris is a DP, but who the heck cares? Because we've played so much better offensively with Musovski and with Osase. So I am saying this. No Fry, no Morris. Ride with who we got. Rusnak, I would be okay with Ferreira still starting too. It's purely, I guess, up to preference, I guess. So, Osase and his family shaking and baking. I will say, I kind of like how his dad does the shake and bake versus him, but, you know, it's a good effort all in all by him. He gives it a good go. For sure. Guys, we are 7 likes away from 60 likes. Thomas hasn't been tested that much. I don't know if he's capable of those Fry type saves because I haven't seen it since our defense has been so solid. I will say for the Alande or however you pronounce his name, the miss, he did get sat down. Like if the shot was on target because he had him, the shot was going the other way from where he was going. It would have most definitely, it would have been bad. But yeah, I guess I mean, to be fair, yeah, he hasn't been tested. There was the PK shootout. Absolutely dogged the PK shootout for sure. I guess there's the point, but I think you got to keep riding the hot hand. So you just have to see. You just have to see. Allenda, I'm sorry. It's so weird how you pronounce his name versus how it's said. Or sorry, how it's written versus how it's said. He was crazy, and he's just a dog in shootouts. That's one thing he has way over Fry. Andrew Thomas is a dog in penalty shootouts. We have to think for the future. For me, giving Fry the spot again will derail Thomas. And I even agree with that with the striker spots too. I granted Musovski's not young. I think he's 29. Osase's not young, but he's younger. He's 24. Morris is what, 31 now? So again, I think the same case goes for him. Rusnak, he's on the older side. I still think we can get more out of him. But again, Ferreira's younger. He's 24 as well. He's got like 8 years on him, 6 years on him. So it's like, but I'd rather have Thomas right now rather than some new signing. I don't want Fry to go yet, though. It's going to be hard to see him go. Yes, we will have to see if there's any more banger goals that are scored in this calendar year and if Pedro's is one of the nominees because it's definitely going to be there. Not gonna lie, we look good going into the playoffs. What I'm worried is do you think we might have a championship hangover? Because remember that happened after CCL? Huge I mean, granted, at that point, it wasn't a championship hangover. We were just cheeks after that. Yeah, of course, Fry is the GOAT. But you're in a good predicament right now between Fry and Thomas. It's not much complaining there for sure. All right, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, it can go. I mean, literally, it can only go one of 2 ways: championship hangover, or we build on it. I mean, that was the big thing that I said as well. if we want to keep this ball rolling. 10, 20, 30, 50. Dude, Jack, bro, you got to go to bed, man. I think hopefully I should be coming to Europe soon too. Yeah, that was a rough time. That was bad. Like, that was garbage. Garbage. So, we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see how things go. I think this is where I'm going to end the live. Unfortunately, Georgie didn't respond. Yeah, he didn't respond. He didn't respond. I want to see if J. Ross or Brody want to hop in. It helps our next 2 games are teams who played this play the same schedule as us. Yeah, that's true. Galaxy and Inter Miami. I think if we make the playoffs, they will get scared to face us, and if we somehow make top spot, Lou will be crazy. And new Wiseman, Atlanta United fan. Congratulations. What a disgraceful action by the Inter Miami after the match. I don't know why Zach and Taylor tried to stay neutral on the broadcast. I didn't see the broadcast. Cruz Azul, go to sleep. Yeah, Georgie's celebrating. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Is there going to be a parade of any kind? I don't know. Do you think we should be having a parade for Leagues Cup? You need to get a press pass and go to the trainings. I don't really want to, and I don't have the time. Also, I don't live near Long Acres. It's like almost an hour drive for me. Yeah, the most annoying thing is this validation Weibel for not signing. See, our team is winning. Yeah, this is my point where I don't think this should give us validation. Okay, all because we're winning. This is the big point that I made is now let's build on this. Again, let's not rest on our laurels. Let's keep building. I hope this spurs and motivates the staff to be like, hey, if we had 1 or 2 big pieces, and one of them mainly being a striker, we could be a force to reckon with for years. Jack, you think there should be because it is a trophy? Hey, maybe there is. I have no idea. I never even went to the parades when we won MLS Cup. I'm just not much of a parade guy. I celebrate at my own luxury at home. Dude, this end of the game is just crazy. Oh, Obed rocking the Alaska flag? Oh, there's Dwayne De Rosario with Osase at the end of the game. Seattle Sounders versus PSG best of 3. Schmetzer did say something interesting pregame, saying how maybe the club will go back to signing stars. Oh, did he? We are a force to reckon with, 100% right now with this wave we're in. Obit fully rage baited Suarez. Love to see it. I know he made him very upset. Guys, I think this is where I'm going to end the stream. 1 hour long. I appreciate you all. Guys, if you haven't already, please smash the like button. And even if you're in the live right now, guys, after this live ends, drop a comment just on the stream because it helps the YouTube algorithm. So please drop a comment on the stream after it ends. It's going to help us out a lot. But of course, easiest thing, drop a like. We're literally almost at 60 likes. I'd massively appreciate it. More content talking about this. We'll probably do a post-game, like kind of like a post-mortem, it's not mortem, but a post-celebration video with Brody and J. Ross, or just at least one of them, and we can talk about this whole Leagues Cup celebration. But yeah, boys and girls, I hope you'll have a lovely day.